It's been stated by many sources that there's a controversial fight among the cast members of the most popular Netflix show, Wednesday. What is this drama going on among them, and what sparked it? Well, let's get a better view from a different angle on this whole situation. The racial motivation. Tim Burton previously sparked a racial controversy during the promotion of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children in 2016, when Samuel L. Jackson stated that he was the only black person in the film. The controversy revolves around how black actors in the Wednesday ensemble cast were portrayed as villains and bullies to the show's lead character, Wednesday Addams. Director Burton has also been accused of racism, while Netflix has been called tone-deaf for failing to see any problem with such portrayals. Character design. Gomez Addams has always lacked elegance, which is unlike anything we've seen in previous productions. No adaptation has ever been as close to the original 1930s character as Luis Guzman is in Burton's series. The majority of social media comments chastise the actor for not having the slender figure or height of the previous protagonists. He was even told that he was not sensual enough to play the role of the family patriarch. Luis has not yet issued a statement, but several artists and fans have already defended him. Fan reactions. One viewer criticized the show on Twitter, writing this: "Don't get me wrong, I adore Jenna Ortega and am thrilled that she's playing Wednesday. But one thing I despise about this show is why did they make all of the black characters in this show terrible people? Me trying desperately to push past the racist and anti-black undertones in the Wednesday Addams Netflix show," another added. "Whoever thought of putting a black man in charge of a pilgrim amusement park was a good idea is going to hell." Fans will be able to see their favorite characters Gomez and Morticia Addams, played by Luis Guzman and Catherine Zeta-Jones respectively, in all their well-known public displays of affection. Christina Ricci, who played Wednesday in the 1991 film The Addams Family, also has a role in the Netflix series. Jenna, on the other hand, holds her own as the fictional goth icon, providing a freshening take on Wednesday's cold demeanor. All this contributes to Wednesday's enjoyment, but it's become increasingly clear to some viewers that the show's portrayal of characters of color, particularly those who are black, could be viewed as mere supplements to ensure the development of the lead character. Real reason? The racist narrative is fueled primarily by the fact that actress Joy Sunday, who plays Bianca Barclay, is depicted as a mean girl, whereas Iman Marson, who plays Lucas Wilson, is introduced as a bully whose family owns a pro-pilgrim theme park. Because Wednesday is such a morally ambiguous protagonist, these characters, while technically antagonists, should not be viewed as villains. Bianca may appear cruel at first glance, but she simply dislikes other people getting in her way. When she first meets Wednesday while fencing, she sets out to defeat Bianca, even going far as to want to draw first blood. Bianca wins, and we see that usually superior Wednesday has finally met her match. Bianca has established herself not only as Nevermore's Queen Bee, but also as one of the school's most gifted and talented students, even before Wednesday's arrival. She's not a villain because she understandably doesn't want to be best friends with a girl who makes it her mission to show her up in the first 24 hours. Was she the mean girl, or simply competitive, as Wednesday was? The poor portrayal of Lucas, who spends a majority of the show bullying Wednesday and even getting into physical fights with her, has far more merit. He begins as a typical bully, but eventually learns to be more compassionate. When Lucas is alone, he develops a conscience that demonstrates he is not a bad kid. When he's with his friends, however, peer pressure from the teens who despise the outcasts of Nevermore always gets the best of him. The unwillingness to give Netflix or Burton the benefit of the doubt regarding their portrayal of black characters could stem far from a lack of trust, given that this is not the first time either has dealt with viewers pointing out issues with diversity in their work. Previously, Netflix was involved in several cases where people claimed a show or movie was racist because it featured black characters who were bullies or villains. Tim's history. While Tim Burton has been chastised for frequently using the same actors, most of whom are white, he stated in a 2016 interview with Bustle that calls for diversity were a novelty and attempted to draw a comparison with the 70s, a genre meant as a defiant commentary on racism and black empowerment through many films, which were criticized for perpetuating stereotypical portrayals of African Americans. Speaking further on the subject of diversity, he stated that casting black people for the sake of diversity is more offensive than his all-white casting choices. Well, racism is unacceptable, but all we can do for now is wait and see where all this leads. Jumping to conclusions without having proper information is never beneficial. Click on one of the two videos on your screen right now. We'll catch you guys in the next one.